This is the Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, October the 6th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and we've got some changes on the way. Some of the coldest air we've seen so far this fall. There's a look at my temperature trace from yesterday, and I show it simply because it was just a gorgeous day, and look at that very nice sine wave pattern, and certainly just a typical way that the temperature changes. This morning we do have a little bit of dense fog, not so much in the Birmingham area, but especially down along the I-85 corridor. We do have a dense fog advisory in effect, and it looks like the fog should burn off by 9 a.m. or so, but we can see a little bit of fog in with the Inverness Skycam. The culprit in our weather with what's going to be bringing us the cold air is a cold front that is moving through central Alabama. We'll be moving through slowly until another upper trough, the one that is back over the Dakotas and stretching back into Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. That will swing through later tonight and early tomorrow, and that should push the front all the way through the state finally. And that is some pretty chilly air, as I mentioned. Look at those temperatures this morning in the teens up there in parts of north central United States. Along that cold front, while the cold front is already at my doing this video, is already in the vicinity of the Birmingham, Tuscaloosa area, the weather, just a few showers, are hanging back behind the front. And you can see that definitely showing up on radar. And there's a look a little closer. We do have some thunderstorms going on with those, especially in the Tupelo area, and another shower with some thunder and lightning north of Huntsville. On the watch warning map, you can see that it is really bringing some changes to the central U.S. Almost all of those advisories that you see in there that are not the light brown, all of those are indeed the freeze warning advisories. QPF-wise, we're not expecting a lot of rain with this. You saw on radar it's going to be pretty scattered, so we're not expecting a lot of rain, and there is no organized severe thunderstorms expected. And guess what? The tropics have finally quieted down. Bye-bye, Nadine. Finally, she and the Energizer Bunny have eloped and are gone off the map. All right, the 06Z GFS model run. There's a look at our surface pattern for today, and we have a front moving through the area. By tomorrow, we should see that second short wave move into the Ohio River Valley, and that should be just enough to help get that front through here tomorrow. And so we see the just noticing the 540 line all the way down into southern Indiana and southern Illinois. So again, coolest air we've seen in quite some time. We stay under a trough over the eastern half of the country that keeps getting reinforced. You can see one little short wave moving through Virginia. There's another short wave coming into North Dakota on Monday. That second short wave moves over into Canada, but another one is there in the Dakotas on Tuesday. By Wednesday, that second short wave has certainly sharpened up somewhat, but as you can see, it really doesn't influence us that much, but that will help to keep us in relatively cool air. And of course, over the Great Lakes, you can see they're well below the 540 thickness line. The pattern begins to flatten out on Thursday, and so we should be seeing a gradual warming up. I think probably by the end of the week, we could see highs around 80 degrees. We stay in a somewhat flat pattern under the upper air pattern on Friday, with definitely a bit of a ridging, but still pattern somewhat flat, and we do have a nice strong trough out over Arizona. By Saturday, that closed low is coming out of that trough and certainly making its influence felt with some rain across a good portion of the central part of the country. But for us, we stay pretty much under a bit of a high pressure, and also got to be watching GFS suggesting the possibility we might even see a little wedge going on in there. Going out into voodoo country, we do finally see that trough can bring us some rain around the 16th, and then by the 19th, we're back under a bit of a flat pattern, and that pretty well extends into the end of the GFS time period. So at least for now, it looks like, looking out into voodoo country, we certainly shouldn't see any really sharp changes in terms of either heat or cold. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. Thank you for tuning in. I expect to have the next one posted around 8 a.m. or so on Sunday morning. In the meantime, I hope your day is a good one, and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.